Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 7 of the Bishop Group Coaching Library. I want to do a quick one for you guys today, talking about the power of association. And so I'm looking forward to giving you guys this content. Before I get started, I wanted to briefly mention our annual golf tournament. For anybody watching this that loves to play golf and loves to help out a worthy cause, on October 3rd, which is a little bit less than a month away from now, we're having a golf tournament at the Quarry Golf Course, which is right there on 281 and Bassey Road, right by the Quarry Shopping Center. And it's a beautiful golf course. It's a links course, so it's in a canyon, and it plays pretty short. It's a fun one. This is our 12th annual tournament for the Children's Hospital of San Antonio. All the proceeds go to the local children's hospital. Every year we've been able to generate around $20,000-$30,000 plus for the kids over at the children's hospital, and it's a fun real estate industry type event. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and email Ann at remax360pm@gmail.com, or you can call us at 210-680-9215. It's shotgun start at 12 noon on October 3rd, which I believe is a Tuesday. And the weather should be really nice, and we're hoping for a great turnout. Normally it's around 144 players that come out, and we just do a best ball tournament, and we have a lot of sponsors, and there are a lot of sponsorship opportunities still available too. So if you're a lender or a title company or home warranty or inspector or contractor, anything real estate industry specific, or even outside the real estate industry, insurance, things like that, let us know. We'd love to have you out. We can get you on a tee box. We can put you at a higher level sponsorship. Just let us know. Contact Ann at remax360pm@gmail.com, and she'll get you the info for it. Okay? So today we're going to talk a little bit about the power of association. This is something that I have spoken about from time to time, but I wanted to address it because lately I've been interviewing a lot of new agents, and a lot of them, when you get your license, here in San Antonio at least, your phone is getting blown up by a lot of different brokerages, and there's a lot of people that want you to try to join their company. And I know personally, because when I first started and I first got my real estate license, I joined Keller Williams. I joined Keller Williams because one day I was in class, and a Keller Williams broker came in and bought us pizza for lunch. And he seemed like a really nice guy, and I just, I thought he was well-spoken, and so I said, what the heck, I'm going to go with Keller Williams. So I went over there. I was one of 500 agents at the Keller Williams CityView office. I had a really tough time finding a group. It seemed like it was kind of cliquey, and it seemed like everybody was older than me, more successful than me, and so me being a 24-year-old kid, I kind of, just did my own thing. I kind of ignored the training classes after I attended a couple, and just it didn't feel right for me. And I really wasn't able to make any connections there. It almost seemed like it was too big, and I was just a number in the crowd. Now, that may have been on me more than on them, because I was the younger type person that wasn't very open. I was more to myself, and I didn't really try as hard as I could have to make some associations there. So for 3 years I struggled. I waited tables, I did side jobs, I did whatever I could to survive and pay my rent. And it wasn't until I was working at one of my side jobs, and a RE/MAX broker came in and said, why are you working a side job here? Why don't you come and use that license of yours that you have? So I met with him, and his office was 5 people strong. So they only had 5 individuals that were licensed with him, and it was very much a smaller office. And so I went from a 500 agent office to a 5 agent office. And the reason I did it is because the guy seemed, very genuine. He seemed successful, confident, all the things that I, saw in a great real estate agent, and I wanted to be like him. And so he took me under his wing, he mentored me, he coached me, And all of those 5 people in that organization we were very close with. They were all full-time, dedicated agents, successful agents. And I went from being one of 500, and it felt like a sea of people that, maybe we're doing something, maybe not we're doing something, to 5 people that were all doing this full-time, dedicated to their business and wanting to be the best at what they did. And so I went from having no associations in a giant organization to having 5 associations, with one of them being very close to my mentoring coach. And that's kind of where I got my start. My associations got better as I started to attend the conventions and as I started to get involved in the RE/MAX network. What happened is I would start, spending time with very, very successful brokers, very, very successful team leaders. And it was cool because we're part of the same organization. They were willing to share. They were willing to, bring me in like I was, one of their own sons, or like I was a nephew or something like that. And we would have lunch, we'd have breakfast, we'd have a beer or a drink, at nighttime, and they would sit there and just share with me, and I would soak in like a sponge every word that they said, okay? And what I started to do is I started to model that behavior. I started to see the people that were making hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars in the business, and I started to model what they were doing. And it wasn't long before I started to see the same results in my business, and I started to improve. Now, that's what I feel RE/MAX's best value is. It's a big organization, but it's closer knit. And it puts you shoulder to shoulder and side to side with some of the most productive team leaders, brokers, independent agents, individual agents in the entire industry. And for me, being a 27-year-old, relatively younger person, I needed that. I needed that mentorship. I needed that closeness. I needed that coaching. I needed those relationships of people that were at point B. Well, I was still at point A. I wanted to be at point B. And so almost organically, I kind of started to be around those people more. Now, it happened that way for me at first, and then I started to read more books. I started to read, some John Maxwell books. I started to get involved in some coaching organizations. I got with Tom Ferry. I started to really get into Brian Buffini's work, and they talk about it pretty often. From what they say is the 5 people that you're around the most, you are becoming. And so the 5 people that I looked at, that I was around the most, I wasn't too happy about. A lot of them were playing a lot of video games. A lot of them were watching a lot of football. A lot of them were, the 5 people, my friends, my closest friends, when I first got started and started being aware of who I was spending my time with, those 5 people were not people that were helping me succeed in my career. They were people that I loved to spend time with, that I had a lot of fun with, and that I enjoyed spending time with, but they weren't helping me progress in my career. And so I had to make some adjustments. I had to, unfortunately, cut some of those people out. We're still friends to this day. We just don't spend a lot of time together. We'll catch up maybe once or twice a year over a phone call, or maybe have a meeting or lunch, or maybe go grab a beer at some point. But I just don't see them nearly as much as I did back then when I wasn't aware of the power of association. So who did I replace them with? I replaced them with people that were doing what I was doing or more. And so I really tried to spend as much time as I could with the top people in the industry, as much time as I could with people that were doing big things, that owned their own companies, that were entrepreneurs, that were risk takers, that had some level of success, and that were willing to share that with me, and also enjoyed the time together with me as well. It's got to be a good fit personality-wise, and you don't just want to take. You want to be able to offer something as well and give back a little bit as well. And so now when I look at the 5 people I spend the most time with, of course I have some close family, and my kids I spend a lot of time with, and my wife I spend a lot of time with. But outside of that, I've got mastermind groups, I've got mentors and coaches that I spend hours with on a weekly basis. And these are people that are at my level of success or higher. And these are people that I want to spend as much time with. We go and we vacation together. We have dinners. We have a mastermind meeting once a month with one group. With another group, we meet about once a quarter. And we just get together, we share ideas, we talk about family, we talk about life, we talk about all the things that are going on. We have fun, we enjoy our time together, but at the same time, we're pushing each other, we're helping each other move forward. And I think that's one of the most important things you can do as a realtor starting off, as any kind of business owner starting off, is look at the 5 people that you're spending the most time with. Look at the 5 people that are around them, that you're around the most, that you're, watching football with on Sunday, that you're, together with at the kids' events, whatever the case may be, and do an analysis of those folks. Are they doing a lot of things? Are they motivated? Are they learning based? Are they pushing you? Are they inspiring you? Are they encouraging you to do more in your business? Or are they going the other way, which is, are they fear based? Are they always worried about something? Are they negative? Are they negative all the time? Are they constantly sick or constantly, going through some problem in their life, And once you do that assessment, I think what you'll find is that you'll want to make some adjustments, And the power of association is extremely important. You basically are becoming the 5 people that you're around the most. And so take a look at those 5 people, and if those people aren't something that you want to become, make an adjustment. Change who you are hanging out with. Find somebody that is doing more, is successful, is somebody that inspires you, and offer to take them to lunch, offer to go and have a drink with them, offer to go and have a cup of coffee, and just tell them, be earnest and say, look, I want to spend more time with you. I want to learn from you, and I think that I can add some value as well. I want to be your friend, and go and make those associations and stick with them. And you'll notice your life starts to improve. You'll notice your business start to improve. You'll notice a lot of different things in your life will start to get better as they did in mine. Okay? So I hope that helps. And again, I'm here if you guys need me. Shoot me an email or post in the comments section, and love to help out. We do a lot of coaching here. I'd love to reach out to you and help you improve in your life and business. That's what gives me energy. So have a great one. Thanks for watching. Take care.